Ladies and gentlemen, the summer of Shaft has been bountiful. It's been wonderful. It's been productive. And now it's getting slightly terrifying. But all good things must come to a break. And here we are for our final check-in with Shaftesbury. For this half of the month, I guess. Welcome in, Ems. I said at the end of last stream that I'd be doing some work off stream to decide where I want to go, put in some plans, do a bit of optimizing, some tweaking. I didn't do any of that because I was too terrified at the idea that the tornado would finally come and rip the city in half off stream, and I wouldn't be able to live with myself if you all missed that moment. So I didn't do anything off stream. You'd be pleased to know. Hello, Danny. Welcome in. It's a different feeling here, but we've done our bit. We've done our emergency planning. We've got our emergency shelters up and running at different key areas around the city. We're currently stocking up on food. We've sent out tens and tens and tens of trucks to go and collect food. So all of our food businesses claiming they don't have any customers, well, they do now. We've got our new disaster early warning facility. People doing fine work here. I don't know what kind of warning that will give us, but we'll see. We've got our firefighting helicopter depot. So they're just taking care of wildfires wherever they pop up across the state. That's most of what we did last time, apart from building this little sports complex, which I'm quite happy with. Quite happy with this. So what do we want to achieve this time? Well, I think really we just need to decide where our next big... Oh yeah, we also created these new row homes and next to this new cemetery back here as well. That's also what we did. What's that? Oh. But listen. We should, I didn't realize these had upgrades. I could have been upgrading this one back here this whole time. Maybe we should do that. A set of walls for storing the cremated remains of the deceased. We'll have one of these back here. Amplifying Danny's deados. I will also... Oh, we can also build a new lot. Alright, hold on. In that case, let me push this over here. And then... There we go. A little bit of something extra for Danny's deados now. You know? Expanded. New and improved. Let me tell you how I've spent a large chunk, a not inconsiderable chunk of my morning. I thought it would be a good idea, for some reason, to reinstall Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. Wildlands is a game that I always wanted to play more of, and never did. Well, they've put out like an anniversary update on, to make it 4K 60 FPS on modern consoles. But it's also a free update. There's also a free update on all platforms. I thought, you know what? It's in my PC library. I've never played it on PC. I only ever played it on PS4. So I reinstalled it. Well, I installed it this morning. Only to find that you can't launch it. You just get stuck on a splash screen. And I did all the only thing it got to a point where seemingly the only fix is to go into your BIOS and disable a bunch of disable hyperthreading and disable all your either efficiency codes or performance codes for your for any modern CPUs. And that's where I drew the line of no, fuck this, and never mind. I tried every other workaround and none of them worked. And it's a shame because I noticed that Danny also had Wildlands in her library. And I thought, wouldn't it be funny if we dropped Wolf Myers and Melrose into Mexico to take down the cartel? I thought that would have been an entertaining new series of Cam and Dan plays, but never mind. When did that game come out? I'm presuming 10 years ago. 2017, not even 10 years ago. 9 years ago. That game came out in 2017. And you now can't launch it on modern PCs. They're putting out with an update that doesn't fix it. Slightly annoying. Slightly annoying. But I thought that would have been a fun and stupid thing to do. But never mind. What do I know? Anyway. So let's figure out where we want to go. We've got a lot of space that we own over here that we're doing nothing with. We've got an intersection. Here, of course. Which we could take advantage of. Although we might struggle. We could always get another one in. We could always build our own, but for some reason... people don't seem to like it when I build my own intersections. I don't know why. I don't think I do that bad a job. Now, we could either do that, or we could go off from here. That would take us on a wild journey. I don't think that's a goer. Honestly. Probably the way is to buy this tile here. I think we buy some more tiles underneath. Let's give me all of them. Give me all of them. See if I can. See if I can. So remember, we've got this carriageway still going over here as well. So we can build this around. If we're going to do this, we're going to have to turn this into a roundabout. We just are. Do I want my one asymmetrical one? No, because I can't. I'm not allowed to have that one. Ooh, good. We've got some different designs we haven't played with. Look at that. So I can fit a medium in. For some reason, it won't let me put larges in. There we go. It's got to be that one then. We'll do another carriageway coming out here. We're probably going to want... we're probably going to actually want more room. I'm going to buy a whole other row. That's right, big money. Big money. Alright. Let's check on this land. I don't mind this sort of being really flat here. Maybe we go around there like that. Give ourselves that space to work with for the time being. Don't want to come in with a divider road here. I don't think I do. So let's pull this out. Kind of bothers me that when I made that road, it's not straight. I feel like I should come straight off that way, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's even possible. I'd have to go off this way to keep that straight. 89 degrees. I was 1 degree off for that road, and it's blown the whole thing off. We're back to thinking about our sight lines. Look at that. I think we want more high density, honestly. I know I've done all these row homes over. Maybe on this side we can have more row homes. You know? We sort of work our way around there like that. Maybe on this side we have more row homes, on this side we go more high density again. I want to keep these intersections pretty clear of the roundabouts to make sure there's room to turn. So if we do essentially a collector road like this, I'll be your city skylines professional for the fortnight. You know what? We can get weird with it. I don't see why we shouldn't get weird with it. Let's have a road that goes... Let's run it alongside this little ravine here. Link it up with that. Link it up here as well. We'll do that. Maybe these go up and down, maybe these go from left to right. In that case, I'm gonna disable zoning ahead of time on these. And these. Make sure we get all the room we want. The grid's already broken here. For some reason. Don't know why. Don't know what's causing this gap, but we can put a path there or something, you know? You should. See no reason not to. It's gonna be a lot of row homes. And if I... I know I shouldn't have these roundabouts so close to each other, but if I just give it a small one. Just a small one there and there. And if I give that the one-way treatment, and we'll see how we get on with that. We'll see how we get on with that. Oh, right, hold on. Let's fix our zoning. How do I want to do this? Shall we do it on the top steps? Right. I want to, once again, put in a path. Got a bit of a spot here that looks like it's going to be... If I go for that there... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. If I do that, and in fact, we can bring this one all the way up, I reckon. Do about there anyway. We'll probably have a park up here. Everyone loves the dog park, remember? And we'll have a playground as well. And we'll have a small gym. Bit of everything going on up there. Pop those in. And then we can do a bit of zoning. So... do I want these to go all the way back, or do I want to alternate? Maybe some back-to-back ones. Some smaller back-to-back ones. Why not? I do half first. I'll leave those edges clear again. Let those zone out first. Then re-enable. That should fix the zoning. And it has. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. 6, 7, 2, 4, 6. As if I want. Alright. And just to break it up, I'm going to keep this center clear again. Just to break it up. We actually soaked up our demand for medium density here. So we'll have to build that out as we go. And I might just push this back a little bit. Maybe just build this out a little bit. Make it a bit more severe. No, I've heard no alarms yet, so things must be going all right. The demand is increasing as I plonk these back down, so. Of course, make this carriageway cycle friendly. That's what we do. We'll do the outside track. And of course, make sure that the place is for people to park their bikes and whatnot. For some reason I can't make those even, but no, that's fine. Oh, look at these little ones. Different design. But you know, we could also do some apartments back here, I suppose. They don't all have to be row homes. But demand is there. Despite the fact that they're not zoning here. For some reason. Residential suitability is good. Oh. I bet I've not got it on that road, have I? There we go. Yep. Let's see, we should be able to pop these in now. Yep. They're going straight up now. Straight up, look. Get some more. There we are. Oh, shit. Almost. Didn't mean to do that either. Getting carried away. Now the grid breaks here, which kind of bothers me. Maybe we can have some apartments back here instead. Or maybe even just some low density. can put in some strategically placed houses. I'll do some more homes here, that's fine. The grid is misaligned in such a way that it really bothers me. But you know what? Maybe that's where our gap ends. It's also misaligned here. Also misaligned here, so I think... we'll do some more row homes. Off the back there, like that. We could probably do some here, to be honest. Or maybe we just do some low density here as well, opposite these. I forgot the grid's broken here, isn't it? I forgot the grid's broken. Oh, we could actually maybe do some much bigger houses. Oh, right, we were going to make 2x2s anyway. That's fine. Different ones in there as well. It's a bit of a different looking neighborhood. And we'll give it some of that. Why not? They're parking outside their houses. It's all low density. Well, the row homes are medium density, but we don't mind. You know what? I'm going to give them these little trees. On the actual street, the younger trees. That doesn't affect the parking. There we are. Protect from a bit noise pollution there, though. Pretty nice. It's quite tragic, actually. It's a little bit tragic looking, but, you know. It's true. The whole place could go up in smoke at any moment. So far, so good, but could all change. It doesn't have to be perfect, they'll just look nice in the autumn. Big risks. Big risks. Gotta be taken. I know, maybe we say that this place is a little bit more of a maintained area. You know, like my little gazebos and things. And pointless little paths that go nowhere. Couple of birch trees. Couple of bushes. A few different varieties. And, you know, who doesn't love a good rock? We're near the edge where things have been carved out, so... Couple rocks. There we are. Okay, that just immediately makes this little bit a bit more interesting. Right, fantastic. Where's the nearest emergency shelter point? That's probably up here. They've got an express route to the emergency shelter. They'll be absolutely fine. They'll be absolutely fine. They don't need to know about the shelters until they need to know about the shelters, alright? I maintain that. I'm putting their tax dollars to good effect for their safety. And when if the worst should happen, they'll know that I was their guy. I had their backs all along. They'll know. Right. I'm gonna do some more leveling off it. No, I'm not. I'm good. Fine. I'm gonna do a bit of smoothing out instead. keep that gradient as... Oh my god. Oh my god. Someone's torched the bank. The towering inferno is... It's fine. Do they come from a depot? Yeah. Look at that. Boom. Nailed it. There's a lot of hearses needed. I'm seeing a lot of hearses required. Healthcare is fantastic, as we know. No one at this hospital still. I'm wondering what this does when there's going to be a disaster. I'm very curious. Right, let's take a quick look at our natural resources. Ooh. We do have more farmland over here. And we did have some here. We do have some fertile land here. Maybe we should earmark this for more farms then. I'm just on a buying spree of tiles. We've got over 10 million in outgoings now. only 11, just shy of 12 million in incoming, so we're not actually making that much money anymore. Our industry is going to have to step it up. To be fair, some healthy tax breaks aren't helping that. In fact, I'm going to bump that back up to 8. I'm going to bump these back up. They've had some help. We've had a bit of help. Now, you know, this disaster preparedness. People gotta pay their first share, you know? This stuff hasn't been cheap. It hasn't been cheap. I feel like I'll make these a lot busier if I break off one of these roundabouts to go and do some other business. Maybe I should just come off from here. But then that won't be straight either. So I'll tell you what do. Nah, fuck it, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. That's a way out for them anyway. Bring that out like that. But we started climbing here. I've done a lot more terraforming in this than I ever planned to, but I want our farms to be somewhat flat, you know? There's a castle there. There's another castle here. I'll have to set up... I will try and remember to set up all those channel rewards and whatnot. After the break. I'll try. Absolutely zero promises. This might... If we're going to do farms here, then having more high density here is probably not a good idea, but I just worry about where else we're going to have it, because we're going to end up over here before we have more high density, you know? Our office demand is sky high as well. I haven't got that. I've got a bit of room to expand WeWan Plaza. And you know what? I'll use it as well. We're on Elizabeth Street. We can have another one here, I reckon. Oh, I was kind of hoping for... Oh, it doesn't want to give me a 6x6. I'll have one of those, please. I'll have a little something here. I'll have 4x4 there. Yeah, 3x3 here. Maybe some low density in between. How about that? Right. A mini expansion of WeWang Plaza. We'll pop some more trees behind there ahead of time. Alright, we'll do that. I feel like we need more high density residential. This is no longer enough. The demand is there. The demand will never stop coming. I feel like now that we've done this here, we should... I haven't gone for dividers. Bothers me so much that it's not aligned with anything else, but that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. Maybe we just have a few things going on over here, you know? Maybe we do something a little bit different looking. Because I like to do that. We'll pull these out like that. Let's go back in. Do you think that's an actual center point of that? Yeah, it doesn't look bad actually. Dare I count the squares a bit? Well, the grid's broken, but hold on. No, actually, I want to do the opposite of what I just did. Hold on. Let me just disable everything here. No, the grid is broken. Yeah, I don't think I can. I can't make an actual verdict, huh? In fact, instead of doing that. If I broke those all the way along, but then just put one down. Like that. That looks solid enough to me. Honestly. Now, I might be wondering, what the fuck am I doing? And you'd be right to ask. You would be right to ask. I'm just gonna create. We're gonna go for all. Do I want the low, maybe some low rent apartments? Maybe some, you know, some of our bigger low rent apartments. We don't really mind. We don't really care about tax receipts. Because I'm thinking, let's say I wanted a 6x6. I could have one there. I could have one there. I could go for some 4x4s like that. There. I could have 3 of those on that side, but a big one on that side, and put some parking in the middle. What do the long ones look like? They look alright. I'd have to turn off snapping though. Which is always a treat. Do something that looks like that. We could even... Something we haven't done much of. That's a little bit different. That is a little bit different. Hello, Napoleon. Welcome in. Not yet. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting on it. But not yet. Would that be stupid? Probably. Let's try a bit of this. Last time we experimented, it all went terribly wrong. But how about it? This looks crazy. we've just dragged this out a bit. We've expanded Wee Wang Plaza a little bit. We've got a few more office buildings. So we've done some more row homes, little parks, low density houses. And now I'm doing a few low rent tower blocks here. And we're doing a bit of experimenting with the parking situation. Just to do something that looks a little bit different. So we want our low rent housing back on. We've still... Alright. That space is now smaller, so... we can still do that. Which is fine. Then what do I want to do? Maybe 4x4 like that. Maybe a thinner one in the middle. Wait for demand to catch up on this side. I can still squeeze that in. I can still squeeze that extra parking lot in. Is that silly? Fine, I'll get rid of that one on that side. Put a basketball court in the middle. This could look a little strange. We'll see. There we go. That's caught up. They're all going to be different sizes. They're all going to be different heights. I mean, that's got 120 residents, so... we're gonna need some of these. We know we're gonna need some of these. It always looks a bit wonky at first, but it always gets there, you know? Once again, just... have I ever been able to successfully use one of these passage parks? I think I have at the college. Yeah, I think that's the only place I've actually ever left enough width to put one of these in. I'm one square off this time. Could have a hedge park. That actually links up. Oh, come off it. What are you fucking road connection for? Actually links it up and then complains. Now let's see what the parking situation looks like here. Get your fucking motorcycles in here. They're here for a reason. Absolute dickheads. This little one's come with its own parking lot. Yeah, that'll fix the same amount of people as this. Yeah, this one can get 70 in, this one's got 152. I left gaps, but I'm just going to put another one in. It's a motorcycle-obsessed city, we know this. We do know this. I think we can afford to put some more things in. Granted, everyone is still arriving, so we'll probably have to wait and see for that to play out. No alerts, no disasters so far. We're already an hour in somehow. But hell, time flies, man. Time flies when you're taking care of your shaft. They've got a good view of the prison over here. Any prisoners escape, that's where they're going. That is where they are going. If you're new to the channel, we do get a surprising amount of viewers on some of these streams. If you want to see how we got this far, then go to CD93 on YouTube, where you will find all the VODs of the journey so far. From our very first strip of road to this magnificence. That is CD93 on YouTube. The last couple I still need to upload. I will upload them before I leave tomorrow. Thank you, Napoleon. There it is. Good to know that Nightbot still works from time to time. These houses are leveling up already. Having a great time. This parking isn't full yet. I think we can get some more in. It's a surprise to me too that it worked, to be honest. Let's 4x4s in. See what they look like. Another Hawthorne Street. Ooh. Autumn is coming. Everything's about to turn orange because of how many fucking trees we've got knocking about. Whoa, 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 what's that? This structure's been damaged by bad weather? Hold up. Full visuals. From where, though? What's happening? We should have seen the tornado, even without the... Is there one about to form here or something? Oh my god. Alright? I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened. It looked like a disaster was forming, but... we got no warning of it. We got no fucking warning of it, did we? That felt like another warning shot, honestly. The game runs at an additional 20 frames per second when I've got nighttime on. Very interesting. Well, I'd love to have been able to explain what just happened there. I've got no idea. Let's just say it was strong winds. We had a little hurricane came on through here. I don't mind day and night, to be fair. It's mostly the snow that winds me up. I can just keep the snow off. Though we'll take one last look at it in the snow if winter rolls around here. This helicopter's going down over here already. Jesus. The clouds are looking... It was looking quite nasty. It was just a little hurricane. And these are new builds. These are new builds going up, so they didn't know how to handle them just yet. Oh. There we are. No, it said high winds. There's no water in here. There's no water anywhere. It definitely said high winds though. Yeah, the disaster we never planned for. Solar flares. Everything glows green. Alright, this is looking a bit sad. It's the only way I can describe it. It's looking a bit sad. Chirper Funtime Complex. I don't know if that's what these people need. I had a hailstone? Wow. Well, I wonder why it only affected these buildings. Is it like a weird coverage thing for structural damage? I don't know. Slows traffic causes crashes too. Ooh. Alright, well, that felt like probably the best one we could have got. Under the circumstances. So maybe we got away with one there. I'm gonna put this stupid hedge pot back in. Put these in, and maybe... Maybe. Well, Crosswalk's already here, so these people can have no fucking complaints. Bet we will, though. Oh, no. Cool and me surprised. Right. So that can... They can go straight across there. Like that. And then, I don't know, we can... A city disaster in your city. A massive fire you can see from your window like a mile away. My goodness. We often have more fires nearby here. So often there's a lot of smokes coming from the hills. Well, there's quite a few industrial parks that get torched from time to time as well. I don't want to do some more. The Dockyard Lounge Park. I was going to add some more things onto here, but I can't. I don't think none of them are. I could have a large playground somewhere, but I've already got... That's a basketball court. Got a playground over there, but... I suppose we can have one here and all. We can have two. Either side of that. There you go. And we'll extend these paths just to make it look a bit... I don't know, interesting, I suppose. And then, of course, we need a bunch of birch trees, naturally. Hello, Emma, welcome in, just in time to plant some trees. What it's all about. We somewhat had a disaster. We had a hailstorm, apparently. These buildings suddenly started getting affected by wind damage. We didn't have a clue what was going on. Going on over here. Ems Grove is on fire. And it's spreading. It's had time to spread. Where's the firefighters? Hello? How many firefighting depots and such do we need? Oh, here it comes. I can hear him. All these people are gonna drown now. All these people are gonna drown. Here it comes. They all ran back inside. It's alright. They all ran back inside. I promise. I promise. I can put some more paths and things here. Who cares? Oh, just to split this up a little bit. Can't do anything with that. It's fine. Got an alley behind. Just a little alley. Just a little alley. $90, please. Stop, 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 please. Again, just let's just do something there. Maybe there's a tiny thing we could put in here. How about a playground? There we are. Look at that. Kids love that. How good is that? Pop in a few bushes. Pop in a few bushes around here. Just a little bit of something. There we are. You actually can as well. In landing zone. Oh. A beautiful autumn sunrise. It's coming from that way. It's got a beautiful sunrise over Shaftesbury. Let's bring it back to where it all began. What a beautiful view of Incinerator we gave the people of Ems Grove, you know? Beautiful. Take a look at Maisie Meadows. We don't get to see much of Maisie Meadows these days. Hold on, we never did something. There we go. Shania Twain is back. Gotta make sure this is the Twain family. I don't know who's in the fucking Twain family. Obviously Felicia, that's gonna have to be Shania. Olive Morton. Sure. We've got Olive Twain. Who is he? No idea. Oh, there we go. That's for legacy. Everywhere we build, Shania Twain will plop down a mansion. Right. It's been raining a lot, hasn't it? It rains a lot. We could put in some high density residential. This isn't really a place for, you know... It's just not the place for... skyscrapers, I don't feel like. Her child's called Olive. That's final. Olive was a middle-aged man. I could do something on this road. There's a lot of visual clutter with the day-night cycle. All the shadows, I kind of get disorientated. Look at these. These mixed housings have built up really nicely. Look at that. Denny Denims. It's either well further or comfortable. But that's what Bedford Ends gets you. I won't decide what I'm doing with this now. Maybe we just connect this up. Because realistically, I don't know what else we're going to do with that. Look at that. Look at that for a node. It's alright. He's safe. He's safe from that. What we'll do, I'll go down here. Fix that. Remember, that's the way out. That's the way out. Things go south. Do I want to go back into more farms over here? I feel like it's a nice plot of land for more high density, is the thing. That's what I feel like. I feel we should build back up again. Like maybe we have another block of apartments. You know? We've got a new through line to work with. Let me do this then. I'll take this up. Bit of crime happening there, don't worry. Let's say I run that up to there. What if that were to end in a massive cul-de-sac like that? But in reality, it's also going to be No, let's do what we did. Let's do what we did on the other farms. I'll take it all the way in. What I will do, I'll lose the divider here. The big old road is that. Who's the divider in? Big cul-de-sac. When I plan on returning, I will be back. I will be back home on the night of the 21st. Oh well, so maybe the 22nd. Maybe Saturday the 22nd. Depends how I feel. Because I'll be going... I need to work some days of the following week, so... But I'll be back home. 2 weeks from today, I'll be back. I may be back. A lot of stress for trying to be going to begging, but you know, we'll just be building up. I'll convince Danny to stream some of hers, and I'll just be backseat. I'll be backseat building. I reckon more apartments.
Certainly glad you could join us today.
The Tacknays, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining us. Just as I'm saying, I'm disappearing for 2 weeks. I'm also going to disappear for 5 seconds because I'm going to let the cat out. It is that time for the final time. This half of the month, it's time to let the cat out. I'll insert chapters into my YouTube VODs on every video for when I take the cat out. That's the only chapter I'll put in. That's the only chapter I'll include. Well, this is the only time of the year. This is literally the only period of the year where I stream with any regularity. Before I go on break. The only time I let people know. Now we could do something weird here. It's very unlike me, I know. But you know me, I like to do different things. There's no way that lines up. No. Alright, that was never gonna work. But I would like to do something. I would like to do something different over here. I want a new Briarwood field, alright? Some more apartments. We're gonna build our way back up. I've also got this carriageway here, which I'm probably gonna have to use, aren't I? Well, let me make an executive decision here. I'm gonna connect these up. It's time to bridge the gap. At an infuriating angle. But what can you do? Except turn that into a roundabout. Makes everything better. You'll probably be more productive when I'm not streaming. That's good to know. That's a sign of success. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. I've waited 5 or 6 years for someone to say that. I don't even know how long I've been streaming anymore. It's all a fucking blur. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's my extended birthday celebration. It is my birthday on Monday, so the big 33, as we say. Yeah, there's an unexpected traffic build-up over here. Bedford End. It goes absolutely flawlessly for a long time, and then little things will start to appear. Usually caused by accidents. CD 33. Thank you. Don't tell me it's also your birthday. That'd be quite funny. I know. One of my now favorite games. It's been very relevant for me. Emma's birthday as well. Hooray! Look at that. The creative team. Bringing August 10th babies together. Fongman's birthday is also secretly August 10th. He just refuses to admit it. He wanted the attention during school term time, so he changed his official birthday. How long am I going to sit here saying I want to do something interesting with apartments here and not doing anything? I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Yeah, it's very funny that this was the year that I played Expedition 33, I gotta admit. Apart from... not only the birthday, but also the loss. The loss in my life. It was a very... It was a moment, it's been a moment in time. It's been a fucking moment in time. I am a Leo. I think I'm still a Leo. I know they've been fucking around with that stuff and dates, but as far as I know, I'm still a Leo. I hope so. You know what? I bring that out to there. I don't know how far that is further. I'm just making a cross. I wish there is almost certainly a way to measure more than I'm doing. Oh yeah, there is. It's totally meters. You learn something new every day, huh? Right, so that's 301 meters. That no longer lines up. Fucking brilliant. Alright, how do I do this in such a way that... Is there a snap for equal length on each side? Is there fuck? Right, I'm going to do it from the opposite carriageway. 309 meters from the opposite carriageway. Fucking... Boom. That should be equal. It doesn't look it. But I think it is. I think the trees are throwing me off. Right, what do I want to do? Hey, look, I've broken the grid in the same place. The Holy Road. If I come off at 45 degrees, we end up doing that. Which ends up looking completely different on the other side. Yeah, I don't think I should be doing this, what I'm doing here. That has actually lined up. So does that mean I can now... Yes. Let's get a different style. Just doing something a little bit different with apartments, that's all. That's all. Let me clear some of these trees out of the way. Can't. Just let me... Oh, hold on. Just get some of these trees out of the way. For once in our lives. I don't have an airport yet. I've unlocked it. The day can come. We just need a... I've earmarked like this space over here for an airport one day. But we've also got all this space, so, you know. The airport may yet come. Now, this isn't gonna look that good. Hold on. Let me see what I've got to work with. Disable zoning on these. Right. Disable it on that and that. At the minute, there's too many gaps. We just need to do something like this. How big is this road? No idea. What if we did that? What if we did that? What if we did that? I can't see the angle. All right. Yes, what if we did that? It could have been higher. It should probably be higher. So let's go from about there. Yes. And we can put another one. I want one with illumination. Same again. Yes. It's gonna look great at night, you'll see. And then we probably want... Maybe we want something there. Quick check, it's fine. Just to break these up. Disable on these collector roads. Like that. No, because that doesn't leave us with enough. That doesn't leave us with enough stuff. So bring it back on Sheffield Street. It's alright. It's alright, everybody. Don't worry. Don't worry. Right, let's think about it. Think about this. Take it away there and there. We want to do that. This is for housing. I'm gonna have some more apartments. Alright. So let's start. Let's start here on either side. So we want 4x4. Pause it. Don't build anything yet. Just in case. What if we want a 5x5? Alright, we can fit 2 5x5s. There. Like that. So that's good. Let those go up. And then here, we can't do that. But we can have 2 3x3s on the inside. Like that. Which I'm going to build for some reason. Maybe we can have 3x3 apartments. That's alright. It just means we can have another... five by five opposite. Oh, no, we've got no demand for apartments anymore. So there we are. That's good. Yeah, that's all we needed. That's all we needed, clearly. So maybe we can have smaller ones then. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. I have. I don't think this is gonna... I don't think this is gonna look how I wanted it to. We're gonna have... We can have another... one there. All right, we can have that. Demand is coming. Don't worry. So let's say opposite these ones, where the grid is completely different. That's just how it is. Annoyingly. I wish it wasn't. We could do that. We can do that. Can do that. That's equal. What do I want to do here? Let's do another small 3x3s. Right, what have I done here? I've done 4x4. Then this grid is smaller than the other grid for some reason. Which is slightly annoying. So apparently this is not equal size at all. Or it's just done something weird, or I've missed something. Don't think I have though. Well, it's probably fine. You know, the space fills out a bit more on the back row, I don't know. I don't know. Eh, fuck it. This is an experiment, alright? This is just an experiment. Not saying we're going to be happy with it. When all is said and done. We need our dog activity parks, everyone knows that. Gotta have your dog activity parks. Neo Barracks. Dynamic space housing offices, restaurants, and expedition areas. Oh. You know what I like the look of? You know what I like the look of here? That. So these are essentially acting as parks, but they're like fake offices and restaurants and things. I'm gonna do that. As usual, it's not gonna let us pull out these paths how we want them. So that's just gonna look ugly. That's fine. I'll put in some young birches instead. I like how that looks aesthetically though. Alright. Which apartments are going up? I don't think this is terrible. I don't think this is terrible. We could probably get away with putting some on this end, on this edge. We could probably have some 6x6s. Alright. 5x5s it is. 5x5s it is. Yeah. Alright. And then we've got the parks, haven't we? So maybe some parking lots for the parks. Modest parking lot. Oh, come on. Why is nothing ever just... Right. I'll do it myself. I think these are alright. I might. $80.6 meters. It's going to have to be 80.7. I'm just creating little wings. We do have a lot of unique buildings still. We've got this vertical square. Old factory condos, so that probably would have fit somewhere here, but I can only have one is the thing. You know what? Just for Napoleon. On this day of days, I'm going to extend these out. Give me another 100 meters. Give me another 100 meters. Give me a lovely cul-de-sac. And we'll put some more in. How about that? In fact, if I do 2 from the edge. And we can always put in more parking. People demand their parking. Modest on the top. 2 of these underneath. With bicycle storage. 2 of these underneath. Bicycle storage. Modest on top. You could have put all the unique residentials in the gated community. Well, I don't know how I feel about gated communities. Look, you've got Shania Twain living in your district, all right? So it's as good as it gets. A lot of people moving in now. A lot of people moving in now. All right, a lot more people moving in than I thought. They've got a long way to go. This is a weird expansion, I will admit. And I haven't really given myself any... I know I wanted some high density residential, but I really don't have the space. If we want more farms over here. This is transitioning to rural. I can't really... I mean, I can create another highway. No, I can't. It's all the way over here. Jesus. There's no easy answers in terms of getting people in. They're all cramming themselves in down here. What else do we need? What can we squeeze in? Surely a small playground in here. Slightly off center. Let's put these mini parks. You get a mini park, you get a mini park. You get a mini park, you get a mini park. It's nothing ever right size. Alright. You get one of those. You get one of those. Now here you get a playground, you get a playground. And you get a playground here, and you get a playground there. Nope, hate that. Hate these. Hate those. Fuck you. Paths instead it is. .45 degrees. Out to there. .45 meters. Out to there. I've created a triangle man with a top hat. I've not seen Gravity Falls, so I cannot. They look a bit dumb. But that's fine. I'll get rid of this crossing here. They've got to go up there. Unless it's not going to let me. Oh, for God's sake. Fine. All free. It'll have to be all free. Anywhere else? Maybe down here. Who doesn't want me to, God. I have to get rid of that because it's not going to line up on this side. I have to fucking wing it and... How's that look from above? I mean, it's fine. I can live with it. I don't want parking down the middle here. No parking down the middle. Maybe that means I need to put bicycle shelters on here. Remember, we've got no bus stops or anything out here. Something to consider. Maybe we just stick... Should we stick with these young birches? It's a bit of a less tree-dense zone than we've been used to, perhaps. Heard your complaints. These trees have only just been planted. Alright. It is a bit different. It's just a bit different. I feel like we need to reduce something else over here. Let's look at our roads. The road service vehicles are still getting everywhere. Traffic could be worse. It's at its worst in the middle of a city centre, which is fine. Taxis are getting out there. We've got plenty of taxis. God knows we've got plenty of buses everywhere else. Plenty of bicycle parking. Look at that. Capacity for almost 6,000 bikes. We are going to give these people... We need a bit more industry. Now, we know we're going to have the farms. So, let's get into it. I'm surprised we haven't had another disaster yet. I feel like we're getting away with one. These are even bigger farms than the ones we've got already. These are going to be some big old farms. We'll end the cycling provision from here. Get rid of all these. We're gonna have some heavy traffic going down here, which isn't ideal. We could create a bypass. Which is probably the smarter play, actually. I don't want it to encroach on my new zone too much, but I think realistically. Realistically, we're going to have to do something. But what it means is, if I come in here and create a district, and I'll do it to include those. In fact, if I include all this. What? What have I done? I'm being laughed at. What we're going to do, heavy traffic ban. So that'll force all the farming and industrial traffic to take this bypass. Alright? It's a bit of a smart play from me, I know. I know. You can admit it. You can admit it. Get rid of that. Create a new way in here, though. Get rid of yet more of these fucking things. Right. What do we want? What do we want? Probably more textile fibers. So we'll go for this pocket of land here. We've kind of got everything. For that we need fertile land for anyway. But I think for paper and clothing industry and stuff, we'll do some more textiles. I can't really tell, we've got that clicking on them. So we'll just do a bit of each again. We'll just do a bit of each again. I've been thinking more about my new Southside character and storyline. There's been some developments which I'm very happy about. I really hope we get to dive into that in the second half of the year. It's gonna be very finicky. Let me fix this little bit here. Please. There we go, there we go, there we go. Right. Do that. Big grain field in the middle. Oh, that's not going to fit the whole way. I've made a farm that's too big. We'll have this be a new grain field. I wish it was just like, hey, fill this gap. So all the nodes are automatically to fill in this area. That'd be a nice quality of life thing. Alright. Vegetable farming. Got a bit of land which doesn't have fertile land. This has all got fertile land. But we can maybe do animals in the middle. Is it any different the size? We'd have to put it on. We'd have to like put it on the cul-de-sac to fill that center. Maybe we can. I think that'll look a bit too weird though. I could put it on the road here. That would actually work. Alright. We'll have animals in the middle. This is going to be a nightmare to zone. Then again, we know what we have to do with cul-de-sacs, don't we? We have to leave a gap. There's not really much choice. We'll see if we get to do the storyline. I hope we do. I hope we do. Check these out. Bit at a time. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare. We might just have to... It's not going to be perfect round cul-de-sacs. It's not going to be perfect. Do what we can. That's not so bad looking. This is Cozy Lane. All these animals are living on Cozy Lane. Da 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 da. Not perfect. Not perfect, but you know. All the farms are taking up all the water, you see. Just the odd thing in the middle. Disguise the fact that we've just built this a little bit. Yeah, I think that's alright. Doesn't look too bad. Well, vegetables over here. I know we've mostly gone over all this before, but I think what I'd love to see is, you know, we just need to see a wider mentality shift with roleplay from consumption to creation. Because I don't think, especially at the moment, there aren't nearly enough faction leaders using their power to create. I always hate discussions about player count visibility, because I think that's a very consuming mindset of, oh well, there's only a couple people on, so I won't bother. It's not worth my time. When you could give those people an incredible experience, you know? Which gets people talking, it gets more people on. I'm really looking forward to the paranormal shows. It's really sad that Gibson's not available. If it wasn't cutting it so fine, like I don't want to. I didn't want to say, oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it as Wolf, and then not, and then, you know, get back from my drive and then not want to jump straight on, you know? I didn't want to commit to that. But I hope it's a good time. And you know, Blender's gonna be always, Blender's always solid when it comes to recording stuff and getting in the mix. During the tour, I wish that I had a female character. I want to be in as a contestant. I just don't get it. I want to. I think it's such an incredible opportunity when you're a faction leader to have people who want to be part of your thing and follow your lead, you know? People have such, people should take advantage of that opportunity, you know? Because it's... By all means, go to a bigger server, but you might not have that opportunity. Use it while you got it. Do I just want more animal pens? I'll do another grain over here. I know I'm a romantic. Yeah, we've done our time on the text-based RP. We've been in the trenches. I know Emma has as well. Not ready for the ride to end. Don't like this little bit. There we go. And we'll do another texture fibers, one over here. Oh! Or maybe we can have a dairy house. Fuck that. Not a fuel plant. Dairy house. I almost feel like this should be on the actual road though now. Low pollution. I'm gonna put it on the road. Again, we've got the heavy traffic. Where's that start actually? If I put it up here, it should be fine. That should be absolutely fine. Right, dairy house is up there. We'll stick to... maybe we should get even more animals in that case. Yeah, we'll do another little animal farm. As I often say, there's always reasons not to do things. There's always reasons not to do things. There's always reasons to complain about the way things are done and blame everything on the staff team and complain there's not the features you like or this and that. But it's such a great platform. Just get on with it. Just get on with it. And if you are one of those people who do nothing but complain about the way things are run, apply to join the team. Bring your ideas. Why not? Look at that. Look at that. Shall we have another win over here? How funky does that look? That's fine. It's fine. Do we have any other unique buildings? We've still got this athletic wear factory. Really fucking big, you know. I have been meaning to put this down to make clothes. Could put it... We could put it here, actually. Should we put it here? Let's finally put this thing down. There we go. It's a bit of an ugly road. That's where we make the clothes, folks. We need more trees. That's what we need. It's what we need. Actually got some pines up here as well. We'll put in a few pines as well. Right. It's a bit. It's not the neatest thing we've ever done, but that should work out. We'll see. Let's play that. Let's play that in. Left it paused for a long time there. That's so much time we could have triggered disasters. And we haven't. So far, so good. So far, so good. Palmer Glade. Ah. So we're going from the factory to the cargo train terminal. That's quite a ways away now, isn't it? Is there a better route I could connect up here? Not really. It's gonna put more traffic here, which is already gets a bit packed. We could take this massive bypass, or if we could take all the way around the outskirts. But I can't really instigate a heavy traffic ban here. Can I? I possibly could get away with it. Oh, they've got to go this way anyway. But they'll probably end up taking them down here, which I don't want. So if I do a heavy traffic ban here, that's going to force all the heavy traffic around the outside. Because they'll have no other way in. They can't go that way. We've got to go... They could, in theory, come back down here. So I'd have to do Bedford as well. I see no reason not to. That should now force all heavy traffic all the way out here. And to get to the cargo train terminal, we've got to go back in that way. That is going to increase the pressure here, but I think that's fine. I think that's fine. The only other thing I could do is make another line into this complex, but... I mean, there's totally a connection I could make here, but I don't like that. I like that being separate. It's pretty steep. That's too steep anyway. Okay, we're getting another sunrise. Beautiful. It's actually snowing, so... Let's destroy this, just destroy our frames. We've destroyed our farms already. We're just combining snow. These little outbuildings are already popping up. Chickens. Nope. Right before our eyes. Right, let's follow this truck. So we wanted to take a left here. People parking their fucking cars here for no reason. Right, this has to go straight. It can't take any right turns. Good. 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 Right. We know heavy traffic is taking the route we want it to take. We'll wait and see what that does to the traffic around here. Especially here, actually. I never designed this to be so built up. You know, there's probably... There isn't. Ah, the car parks. Put the car parks on the road. I made this cardinal sin. Well... Hopefully it'll be fine. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Got a few places where congestion. I can barely see because of the fucking time of day and snow. And I can barely see what's going on. There's people on the fucking motorbikes and scooters and mopeds. That's what it is. Look at them. Fucking everywhere. Can I not have a motorcycle ban? I just want to promote cycling. Wherever I can. Promote cycling. Promote cycling. Promote cycling. I put so much effort into cycling districts that... Not here. We may as well just promote it everywhere. Not the suburbs. Naptropolis is the only place where we've got a roadside parking fee. Does it work? Does it? Fuck. But we'll do that because we've put in cycling infrastructure literally everywhere. We may as well. Walnut Brook, love cycling. There you go. Why is that? 30? Does that mean 30? We've got what? There's 34 pets in Walnut Brook. There's 29 in Bedford End. 14, 16, 4. There's real something. They've got something against having pets in Ems Grove. Naptropolis 11, Maisie Meadows 1. Walnut Brook is winning the pet race. Might be the dog pox. I don't think we do, actually. I actually don't think we do. Let's check on that through line we created. Look at that. Takes us all the way in. Let me get a picture. I've gone back to Cyberpunk, folks. It's the first time I've hooked it up now that I've got this direct connection to my TV in the other room. It's the first time I've hooked it up with path tracing enabled on an OLED display, and my goodness. It's a beauty. It is a beauty. Getting this fucking graphics card 2 minutes before everything exploded and is never going to be fixed. Best decision of my life. To think how long I was going back and forward on that decision, Danny. God damn. I think we've raised prices on that card twice since. No one is forecasting things to get any better before at least 2028. And even that might be generous. I know. All I needed was one different type of HDMI cable and one different type of USB cable. And I no longer need to ever replace this monitor. So there we go. I probably still will at some point. But not for some time. Tell you what, it's gonna take me, well, with one scenario that may be coming up excluded, it would take me some amount of time to save for a decent monitor again. Oh, look at that, it's melting. It's melting on the lower levels. Because it's now raining instead of snowing. It's not winter yet. That's neat. I like that. That's a nice little detail. We've had no other disasters. I'm still waiting for them to. They released a 32-inch version of that monitor in China and nowhere else. That would have been an option. Maybe they've actually put it out in other territories now. I don't know. It's been a while since I've checked. There is a new Asus OLED 32-inch, which is kind of spec-wise the dream one that I've been waiting for. But again, as I say, I might be able to, if I really wanted to. There is a situation coming up where I would be able to pull the trigger on it, but I don't need to. And I've still got my reservations about having an OLED monitor when I've got my TV instead. Granted, I'd rather not take. I'd rather a monitor, you know, went bad in the long term than a TV, I suppose, but. With the way the pixel layouts have changed and the heat sinks and stuff. And the, you know, like the logo dimming and stuff like that. The retention on them is so much better than it used to be. There's been an OLED display here that was running pretty much almost 24/7 for 2 to 3 years. And I dared to do a check for burning not that long ago, and to my surprise, all the colors came back clear. Compared with the previous model I had before that, which was the original C6 2016, I only got 4 years out of that. So, and the replacements lasted 6 years with a lot more intensive use, and there's no burning. So I am quite pleased with that. I am very pleased with that, actually. Holy shit! Just the clips. Oh god, what disaster's gonna happen here? Everyone's gonna lose gravity. I'm getting all the angles on this. Get a view from the castle. A lot of police activity here. A lot of emergency lights near Ems Grove. That's where it all started. That's where it all started. Look at me. Remember when these were just little shitty bungalows? Look what's happened. Look at them now. Get the view from Naptropolis. And finally, Maisie Meadows. Everyone's enjoying the eclipse. What sort of crime? What crime going on over here? People stealing. It's a fucking football field. The uni. Maybe the uni need its own little police station. Alright, you know what? Yeah. Small police station over here. There you go. Small police station over there. A lot of crime going on. A lot of crime going on over here. These fucking students. Go get him. Go get him. Crime scene being secured. It's still following the sun. It's a weird event. We've got an eclipse coming up ourselves here in a few days, haven't we? On the 12th. It's gone. It's gone, everybody. Everybody relax. Everybody stay calm. We've all gone for a red lighting arrangement down here. Imagine a Death Star event. We've got upgrades for our gas. Reduces the air pollution. Do that. Same power output with less fuel. Why not? I could have some storage tanks if I wanted to. What's the electricity like? Oh, we're still making loads. Increases power output. Oh, I think that adds a whole... Oh, fuck it. We could always sell it, can't we? Could always sell it. Store it and sell it. There we are. Why not? Some more tanks here. Yes. We're investing in... We've got all these options. Solar, geothermal. And here we are still investing in gas. Hey man, we're producing ores. Think of the exports. Think of the exports. We're making almost $500,000 on exported electricity. That's actually a big chunk of our revenue right now. That is actually a big chunk of our revenue. Oh, we'll go for a bit longer here. At 3 o'clock, we have the first competitive game of the new Blackburn Rovers season. Very exciting. Can't wait to lose. Can't wait to get dumped out of the cup on day one. It's going to be great. One new signing from a team that almost got relegated. Big moves. Big moves. Alright. That's good. What do we want to fill in this space with? Or do we even want to? Is there any gigantic park? I've just... Still the Ferris wheel. I do want to incorporate the Ferris wheel somewhere. Eventually. Just no one makes that much sense for it. Not next to the hospital. It's not that's not even the biggest Ferris wheel. That's the biggest Ferris wheel. The old meets the new. Put it behind the castle. Just put it there. Perfect. Redevelopment of Ems Grove. We'll get the people finally flocking to Napoli Hall. Oh, I completely forgot that we had upgrades to our landmark down here. Our lighthouse. We could have a restaurant. If we get rid of this bit of the path, we can put a restaurant on. We can actually have a museum as well, but... Very hard to fit that in, though. I think we're just going to have the restaurant. There we are. Look at that. That actually might bring more people on this path. Anyway. Little restaurant. Out on the seafront with the lighthouse. How about that? Look at that. It's nice. Apparently they sell fries. Probably could have done put a bit more effort in with this asset. Fries, I don't know. Lighthouse restaurant, chips. Yeah, just chips. Oh well, who am I to criticize? Yes, all this heavy traffic. Out the way. This is kind of the end of the line on this road. You know? Wow, this is making a $1.3 million profit. Cotton. taking the cotton from our farms, turning them into textiles to export. That's what we wanted. That is what we wanted. Maybe use this land for some low density development, perhaps. We need to think about commercial. We've got no commercial over here. Everyone has to travel into Bedford End. So maybe we need a commercial development. Oh man. Maintenance 35%. Do we need a new park maintenance? Where is our current park maintenance depot? Oh, that's probably not enough. That's probably not enough. Put another 5 vehicles out. Let the existing vehicles work for longer. I could put an extra garage in. We do have a lot of parks now. I think we'll just build a new one somewhere as well. We'll build a new one out here. They can go off the street here. Do an alley. There we go. Put guys straight on. Put that straight on. There we go. Out you go. Gotta look after all these parks. This place is crumbling down. A lot of level ups. So our row homes on level 3. We know healthcare isn't really a problem. Healthcare is fantastic. Deathcare we know is fine. Not much in the way of... Maybe we need a small police station over here as well. Oh, we need a small police station over here as well. Maybe, maybe we integrate it into this community. Why not? Why not? You know, even the incinerator's heading towards, you know, we're about to head out of the excellent thing, but it's still going. Oh man, we've actually got upgrades for it. How many garbage trucks we got out? 31. Plenty. We could put the other thing on it. It will increase air pollution, but that's fine. There we go. Now it's even going to be even better to look at for the people of... what the fuck is going on over here? It's glowing. I'm burning too much trash. That's even more another chimney for the fine people of Ems Grove to gaze upon in the night sky. Look at that. Right. Okay, okay. I boxed myself in by building... What's that? This road does not reach the vehicle entry or exit point. What are you talking about? Why has that sort of become a problem here? There you go. I've moved it slightly closer to the road, and that's fixed the problem. Look, I thought I was doing Ems Grove a favor when I moved all this industry out, but now we just need to look at it from afar. Think about the poor fucking... Oh my god. This elementary school's filled up again. That's a good point, actually. These people have a ways to go to get to an elementary school that is full. We probably need to think about another school over here. This high school must be packed. Oh, I'm still a move it. That's dangerous. Yeah, high school's packed. We've only got one college still. That's got plenty of room for kids, but they probably can't get there. Public transportation links we're gonna have to think about over here. There's no buses yet. We could have a tram. We could introduce trams. We could have a tramway that goes all the way from Wewang Plaza. All the way down there. If we wanted. Did you not find a school near the first row homes? No. I don't think so. No. We've got 2 elementary schools, 2 high schools, 1 college, 1 uni. And capacity for elementary school is way low. We need one. We're gonna need another one. Let's change up the design. We don't have a city elementary school. Let me turn off all this. Take a bite. It's not actually winter yet, so I don't feel too bad about it. Let's throw down a city elementary school somewhere. Well, ironically, it would actually look better if it was in the city. Maybe... There's 1,900 kids eligible. We don't have a place. This one actually looks for pot. A lot of heavy traffic on this road, though, isn't there? I'm regretting putting these two giant things here, but I think it should be in the Salt District. Let's extend this up. Let's have... I think this urban elementary school looks pretty nice. And it's part of a... Yeah, it's part of the creator packs, not the regent pack, so that's allowed. So within our rules... And it would fit very nicely there, I think. There we are. New elementary school. What upgrades have we got? I want an extension wing right away. Urban playground. Is that on the roof? Oh, look at that. Lovely. I feel like I want to put more things around it. To make it blend in a little better. We could have some row homes. We could have some additional row homes here. There's no parking. Alright, there isn't any parking, so never mind. We'll sort out parking. Do a small parking lot on either side. Looks a bit miserable, but it's fine. On the other side of the road, we can have... two parks. And... just can't fit a large playground. Just can't fit a large playground. Well, we can fit a wide pocket pot in. With a bit of eyeballing. I didn't know that was going to do that, but whatever, that's fine. Absolutely fine. Doesn't mean I can't... I could do with some crossings here. I need some crossings. It has to be on the corners. They have to be on the corners. Cycle lane that up. Again, no one's going to use these, but we'll put them in. Put them in. Good if we could link these up with paths. The thing is, it tries to. That's the annoying thing. Like, if you look there, it knows that's a path, so it tries to link it up, but it won't let you. Because when it's counting as building on the asset, and that's not allowed. If I had Anarchy mod installed, I could do it, but I don't. So I think that's just going to have to do that. And we'll put in more fucking trees. I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten. It's an education zone, so we need our pine trees. Those are rules. We have pine trees in our education zones. I don't know why, we just do. If you've installed any of the creator packs or asset packs or anything, that'll take ages to load. Mine loaded very quickly until I put those in, and now it doesn't. There's nothing backing onto it, so we don't need to protect everyone with trees. Although, there is a police station with criminals being held in it right behind it. So, maybe I will beef this up a little bit around the police station. How about that? Alright, how about that? And then we'll put in some wildflowers. We'll put in some bushes and things. There we are. I think that looks nice. I don't know then. Maybe the game just takes a bit to load regardless. If you got the DLC, that could be it as well then. Like, I got the DLC at the same time, so. There we go. I think that looks nice. Way up high. Yeah. Oh, look at that. These assets that come with the creator packs are very detailed. I like them. I haven't used them enough. Alright. Get enrolling your kids. Oh, primary education is in the amber. It's not in the green, it's in the amber. So we've improved it. We could probably use another one over here at some point, but can't have everything. Yeah, they've got to travel some distance to get to elementary school over here. Maybe we can introduce a small elementary school into Redwood Town. Maybe we can look at doing that at some stage. Any improvements I can be making here? Maybe I'll do that. To increase that possibility. In fact, I could even... I think I will. I will upgrade those. There we go. Let's do that. Do that. Well, folks, you can absolutely plonk one down right now. You know. Just plonk one down like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Well, we don't have to put any thought into it. Make it nice. I could put one of these trees. There we go. They didn't like that. Did you see that? They gave it a little thumbs down. We'll put the extension wing on straight away because that'll increase the capacity. I've never put down the gym in these places. Does it not need a road connection? We've upset suburbia. Does that just need a path and not a road? That'll be splendid. And yet you complain, so I'm trying to help you. Surely that hasn't fixed it. Oh, there you go. There we are. No cycling here. But we get the pine trees. We still get the pine trees. It's on Sin Street. Sin Street's got a elementary school. Right. We're back in the green. We're back in the green. Hi, Gordon. You're lazy. You're just lazy. Just take a bus. Do something. Elementary school's right there. High school's going to be next. They're going to want another high school. I've got a modern high school we can look at next time. Different design. Well, I think that's going to do it. One more sunrise. Folks. It's another beautiful morning here in the grand city of Shaftesbury. We've come a long way from our humble beginnings. We've learned a lot. We've made mistakes. We've learned from those mistakes. We've turned them into happy accidents. We've respected the topography where we can. Highlighted our beautiful existing landmarks. Preserving the history of this white and pleasant land. It was green, I promise. There's still grass under there. We need an expansion of our industry. We definitely need to look at more commercial options on this side of the city to reduce reliance on Bedford End. We have a working supply chain of textiles and forestry, going to clothing, furniture, antiques, books. We're exporting what we don't need. Not just in terms of cargo, but in terms of electricity and water. We've got hopefully, an effective disaster response system in place. Thankfully, we've got lucky. We haven't had one, incredibly. We've got parks galore. We've used our lakes to create little tourist hotspots. Beautiful places for people to eat and drink. We've got our castle on a hill. We've expanded the terrain where we can. Tried to make it look the part, and I think we've done that pretty well. It's safe to say that this is by far our best effort in City Skylines 2. We've got our university campus, our beach, which I'm very happy with. I think Shaftesbury is gonna be alright. But we'll see when we return in a few weeks' time. thank you, everybody. These have been a terrific few weeks. A lot of streams, many hours streamed of Shaftesbury. I will aim to get the rest of the VODs uploaded before I go. So the whole set is on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for all of your support and your input and your suggestions, your critiques, feedback from the city's citizens to the mayor, direct to the mayor. It's been a good time. That's me now for the next 2 weeks. So whatever you're doing, stay safe, take it easy. If you've been lurking, thank you very much for lurking. And I will see you next time. Bye for now. Bye for now.